Sharing live stream. There was a pigeon. Did you? All right. Oh, we are live, and I'm fighting the urge to check.
No, just check. It's been a while.
Well, look at this. All right, it has been a while.
Hey, anyone who tunes in now or on the replay.
Oh, we are live, and I'm. Oh, it's doing it on the thing.
Just that's
Red.
funny.
It's been a while. What? Look at this. All right. All right. We're not rusty.
No, I don't know how this works for you. What did you end up doing to fix it?
I went to YouTube and told it to stop playing the live. I should keep it open on my phone, so if anybody hops on the call.
Yes, okay. So it turns out it's working. Hey. Sheila Williams here, along with
Danay Sheila.
this is her channel, so it probably doesn't surprise you that she's here.
So,
And
yeah, we're good.
there we are.
So I'll just keep that like that so that we can see. So welcome all the people that are here, eagerly awaiting to hear the words that we speak. I don't think anybody's here, but
No,
that's okay.
that's okay.
We decided to do an impromptu live. That's what these are called.
Yep.
And we did the first one together back in July of 2023. I believe it was July 7th. And it was at this pet sit, but it was outside in the green. There's no
Yes.
green right now.
Well, that's the irony is we did it outside because it was so hot in the house, and now I have a wool sweater on because there's still snow everywhere. But
Yeah. But on July 10th, 2023, because I am very particular about dates, we hopped on a live, and it was one of our shorter ones, so we'll keep this one as short as possible. I don't even think I started the timer. So, look at that. There we go. Now I'm doing it. Anyway, we're not awkward. Anyways, it's been 616 days and a lot's changed from there, but we were talking about clutter because Sheila, God bless her, was assisting me and still does to this day on clearing out my apartment. Now, it makes it sound like my apartment is filled with things. It is not.
it is not.
Just a very small apartment. So I was feeling very weighed down. I have been for years around that, and multiple people have tried to help me, and they would be successful for a short time. But what was interesting was that when Sheila came along, I was really digging my heels in on particular things,
It's
like
very stubborn. In case you didn't know,
a mirror,
very
a beautiful
stubborn.
reflection of your stubborn energy.
Not she's not wrong.
Anyway, so while we were going through the objects in my apartment, and there were things that like I hadn't touched for years. When's the last time you used this thing, or when's the last time you opened this thing? And sometimes my words would be never.
It's true. Things still in packaging from the store.
Yeah, not anymore. I don't think that's the case. Anyways, 2 years ago, or I guess it's a year and a half ago, we made substantial changes, like boxes after boxes after boxes. I don't know how many times we went to donate things, how many times we got rid of things, or I don't think it was either a donate or a trash sort of thing. We went through a lot, and there were tears. There were moments where I'm sure Sheila wanted to punch me in the face or something equivalent.
It's just, I mean, we play around that, but obviously, there were some high tensions because there were high emotions involved, and that's very common when we are weighed down by clutter.
Yes.
Because we kind of don't have the perspective to see it clearly.
Yes, exactly. And I was weighed down by much more than what was physically around me.
Mhm.
And that's the point. What we talked about in the last live was around energetic clutter. And it has been an interesting journey. So I'll give you the spoiler. None of the behaviors have returned back to disorganized chaos. Like I'm not by any means perfect. I still have a table that gets, covered and stuff periodically, and then I clean it up. But my place continues to improve with the energy, with the amount of things I hold on to. And I've gotten to a point now that I'm willing to let things go, which is a big deal.
It is.
And it's funny how your energy shifts when you realize not what's holding you back in the sense of physical clutter, but energetically. Why was I holding on to these things? Why did I feel attached to these things? And I'd come up with all sorts of reasons. There were things that I wasn't using, I had used, but I wasn't using. And, Sheila would ask, when's the last time you'd use it? And I'd get defensive because I go, well, we don't know what the future holds. What if I need this particular object, tomorrow or 2 weeks from now or 6 months from now or whatever it is.
Mhm.
So she would set boundaries. If it hasn't been used in, 6 months, it goes, or a few months, it goes. And I would dig in because I was beginning to realize that the possessions I surrounded myself with, they somehow in some odd way made me feel safe. And that was an interesting experience to have. Now, I don't remember verbatim what we talked about in the previous live, but lots has changed since then, my hair being one of them. That's substantially changed. And if you're curious, go check out the first clutter video that we did. But it's been interesting to see the evolution and to note that somebody can come through and completely organize your home, declutter everything, and it may not be the smoothest process, but it would get done. And then odds are that things would come back.
Mhm.
The behaviors would be there again because it's not about the physicality. It is about the energetics. And lots has shifted for me. I still have things that I'm moving, and that's perfectly fine. But it's become much easier than I ever expected to be just like, this is going, I don't need this anymore. Like I'm getting rid of things a lot more freely, I think.
Boxes are a big one.
Yes, the boxes go. We order things from Amazon and then I go and get rid of boxes. I've been in the mentality that I'm moving, so then I hold on to boxes and I think.
Because you might need that box. There's always places you can get boxes.
I can tell you where the clutter hasn't changed for me, and Sheila makes fun of me for this, and it is tabs on a browser.
That's true, yes. It is shocking sometimes how many actual browser tabs you have open. And the other day, her computer restarted or something, right? And
Yeah.
they all went away. And I said, oh, your computer really wanted that. It really wanted to close all those tabs. She's like, yeah, but no,
it
is okay.
It's odd because I understand bookmarking, and I can use bookmarks more, but I keep them open because I have a process now.
Mhm.
I have a lot of disorganization going on in the structure of what I want to do in my day to day, and I keep tabs open as reminders and as things that I know that I plan on exploring or working on and such like that. So when it did, now I didn't panic or anything. I just kind of went, oh, I have to remember what was open. And I haven't reopened the however many tabs on my computer, partly because I don't remember them. But then I started to open tabs and windows to be a little more organized, which I've never done before. And that I just kind of did naturally. I thought, well, everything to do with my website here and booking here and everything to do with emails here. And I didn't realize that until now. So just talking about it.
It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, so it's definitely interesting to see that things are shifting when you address the energetics of things.
Mhm.
I keep getting the thought of asking how things have shifted for you since we've done that live.
I think for me, it's more an awareness. Um, for instance, if I'm in between nomadic pet sit living, I'll often go spend time with my family and I'll stay at my parents' house, and there the room is quite small, but there's a quite a large desk and I work in there. So I'm sleeping in there and I'm working in there, having any private phone calls in there. And I notice the space gets cluttered very quickly. And I will notice that in my energy. I'll feel cooped up and disorganized and much harder to focus. And so I have made a lot of changes in terms of what I do when I arrive there and putting things away. I've got containers, hangers. I can, even if I'm not staying there long, I'm not having it feel as disorganized. And that has made a huge difference in my ability to focus on work, to sleep well, just little things like that. So again, the physical clutter, it's present, but I was more aware than ever before about how it was impacting my actual energetic emotions and just feeling balanced or not. So I think I think that's pretty common. Um, and it is nice when you can address it. I mean, I used to have 3 kids and a childcare situation in my home. So I look back and I think, well, it's no wonder that I always felt imbalanced because there was stuff everywhere. And, as a mother, you do your best. You're like, you have the play bins, you get the kids to start putting things away, you move the playroom to the basement, whatever you can do, you just keep trying different things. But there was always a lot of stuff everywhere. And so it definitely felt easier when the kids were older and we had different systems in terms of not having Lego everywhere, things like that. So I think for a lot of, especially parents of young children, you often feel, you know, disorganized, but it's not just because you're not sleeping as much as you used to, or you're busier. I think it really is just that space around you isn't necessarily open. And so you're not feeling like there's any open space even in your mind. And so it is really important. And that might just be a practical tip of, can you carve somewhere in your home that is your space?
Yeah.
Even if it's just a chair with a little table nearby, you say, nobody's stuff goes on there that's mine. And that way you're creating it for you. And I think that's really helpful.
Well, and it's true, and it reminds me of conversations that we've had in the past. An example of, when you vacuum somewhere and you immediately know the difference.
Why is it brighter when you vacuum the floor? I've never understood that, but everybody seems to say the same thing. It's like, oh, it feels so bright and open now.
Yeah, and I mean, we're removing all the layers of dust caked onto the floor or the carpet or whatever it may be. And that makes a substantial difference. And I kind of see our minds like that. Like a lot of the times in our day, our energetic field is a great example of this, that it's got like a layer of, and it's not bad or good, it's just a covering, of all the collection of energetic debris that we experience in our day-to-day life.
It's like all the open tabs of your day.
Yes, all the open tabs. That I think is more mind related than it is energetic field. But the idea is you take a vacuum to it and you're removing what you don't need anymore. I mean, the phrase that we typically use is removing what no longer serves you. But when you're holding on to things, whether deliberately or non-consciously, that creates layer upon layer upon layer on you. And that itself feels heavy.
Mm.
And then your external world starts to show you by the collection physical clutter or the relationships that aren't running smoothly or
Extra weight.
extra weight on the body.
Very, very common.
100%.
Very common.
Yeah.
That's why you can sometimes lose it. You seem to gain it right back again. It's because it's that, internal clutter that hasn't been cleared off. So it does want to come on back. So, hey, why are we talking about this today?
Well, because it's a great topic. No,
It is.
yes. And what happened after we did the first live was I got excited. I mean, I'm very excited about this topic. I've never been the type that's like organization and decluttering. That's not me. So this is not us going, this is how you declutter your home, because I don't know.
It's true, you don't.
All right. Anyway, we got inspired and we did a single workshop on energetic clutter. And I want to make it very clear that clutter isn't a bad word. It's a depiction of the weight energetically that we carry. So we did this workshop and it was a lot of fun. People were telling us about the shifts they were making just based on that one workshop. And immediately after that workshop, I said to Sheila, we should do another one more expansive, because there were so many things that came out of this conversation and these workshops that I was like, we need to do more. We need to do more. And the timing just didn't line up. So, a year and a half later, here we are.
The timing is lined up for now. That's all that really matters.
Yes. So we're offering a 3-day channeled workshop that is meant to be interactive. It's starting March 23rd. And it's called Spring Into the New You. Sheila was the clever one that came up with the workshop name for the first one that we did. And this one was my creation because I thought it was fun. So we want to invite you to spring into the new you and move beyond any energetic clutter that you're carrying. Because we know what it's like to release it, and we continue to release it because this is not a one and done process. This is creating skills, habits, and behaviors that allow you to notice it sooner and remove it faster. And that's what we want to do with this workshop. So I will be channeling and then we'll jump right into this interactive workshop because it will be interactive. It will be going through what you are holding on to. And it's an opportunity for you to finally let go and feel lighter, brighter, freer, all of the, nice feeling words that there are.
You feel freshly vacuumed.
Yes. We're removing the energetic dust. We're guiding you how to do it. But we're really excited to do this. And I feel a lot of energy around this because it really comes down to this can impact multiple areas of your life. This isn't just your home. This is your life. This is your quality of life. And that's what we're eager to help you out with. So we hope that you join us. I will put all the information in the description for you to learn more and register, because you saw how great we are together on a live. Just imagine how great we are together for 3 90-minute calls.
It's priceless, really. And you get the replays.
You get the replays, yes. It's a lot of fun because while we mesh well together, we also butt heads very well together. And it's all live for you. So we like the banter, and we like to change people's lives and change our own lives because we go through the process before we offer this stuff. And it's just been a longer sort of ongoing process for me in this and for Sheila. So come join us. if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to either one of us, and that information will be in the description as well. I'm looking forward to this. I think it's gonna have a substantial impact. Any final words for you?
Well, I think it's going to be a great opportunity. There are going to be 3 90-minute calls. 2 of them are on Sundays. We hope that would accommodate more people who are at work and not able to attend calls. But you do have access to all the replays. You can send in questions if you can't attend. And we're actually offering as a bonus a $100 private session for each of us. That's a substantial savings. So
Yes.
we just want to make it easy, right? And whether you use that just on any topic or as a follow-up to things that came up during the workshop, I think it's going to be a really great opportunity. So yeah, I think we're going to have a lot of fun, as well as feel the shifts.
I agree. I agree. And the channel says, it reminds me that 2025 is the year of decluttering. Because it's the year of release, and they like to use the term decluttering
Mhm.
to say that it's time to let go of what's been holding you back, because
Yeah.
you're a rock star. It's time to let your star shine. So,
Nice.
yeah.
That's it.
All right.
That's it for us.
So I'm gonna do the awkward end to this because I have to get up.
Yeah.
But it's been a pleasure talking to everyone, and I have to remember how to stop it. There it is. All right. So I hope you join us. Sheila hopes you join us.
I do.
It's going to be a blast. Love to you all.